I am your hubba Jesus hung out to dry for the sins of mankind. All hail the man behind the grease paint. Yeah, guys, today is the review for Three from Hell. Now, before I get into the actual review, let me tell you how I got this fucking amazing film. The way I got this film, I actually pre-ordered it on Amazon about a month before it was officially released on October 15th. October 15th rolled around. As usual, Amazon said 2 days limited. October 17th runs around. And you don't know, my granny paid for me for this movie. Granny gets an email from Amazon saying, my 4K copy of this film will not be here until November 2nd. And I was like, fuck that, I ain't waiting until November 2nd. So Granny canceled that order. And she tried ordering it again, but didn't work out again. And I went over to Walmart the day that we found out it was going to be on November 2nd. They did not have a single copy of this film except for one on DVD. I didn't pick that one up because I wanted the Blu-ray. And I'm a stubborn ass motherfucker. And so a few days goes by, comes up to this week, Friday. I get home, and then another day goes by, and I go over to my Grand's, and Grand gives me $20, and I give that to my dad, and we go up to Walmart. My Walmart. The Walmart that they went to last time was not my regular Walmart. So I went up to my regular Walmart. They had this movie on 4K. But my dad, who's the one who's bought this movie, said that he didn't want me to own the 4K because said I don't have a 4K player, so how are you going to play it? I was just like, got the Blu-rays, that's all that matters. That was like, fuck it, let's just go to Target. I go to Target, and they have this one. Blu-ray, DVD, digital, plus a slipcover, which my buddy Devon Graham knows how important slipcovers are. Because he fucking collects slipcovers. So, yeah. That's the story of how I got the film. Now let me tell you how fucking amazing this film is. Everything about this film, from set design to production to acting to cinematography to music to soundtrack, everything about this film is a 10 out of 10 from me. Bill Moseley is probably the best as Otis that he's ever been. Sherry Moon Zombie, probably the best she's ever performed in any of Rob Zombie's movies. She's more wacky, kooky, insane, and even Bill Moseley points this out as Otis says, like, she ain't the way she used to be, man. She's a bit wackier, like that time in prison really fucked her up. And you can tell throughout the entire film that she's really fucked up from her time in prison. Like Otis, he ain't really fucked up because he's been in and out in prison most of his life, you know, but Baby is just like she couldn't handle the shit, you know. And Richard Brake, I do not know if I prefer the Midnight Wolfman or Doomhead, because he's just so good in both these roles. I think I prefer the Midnight Wolfman, just because of the ow, 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 and the Disco Sucks shirt. But yeah, the Midnight Wolfman is in my top 5 Firefly family members. I'll be doing a list like that later on this week, since it's Firefly Family Week, officially starting right fucking now. So yeah, Midnight Wolfman is fucking awesome. I love how he has this like coggy swagger to him, like, yeah man, I'm public enemy #1. Yo, this mug is world famous. And Bill Moseley just shut that shit down, like nobody fucking knows who you are. What? Anybody's gonna remember you for those 2 big crimes? But yeah, I fucking love the Midnight Wolfman. And the good thing about the Midnight Wolfman is he is not a replacement for Captain Spaulding. I believe that Rob Zombie knew that you couldn't replace Captain Spaulding. And that's the reason he made Midnight Wolfman. Midnight Wolfman is not like Captain Spaulding. He does have a little bit of fun, but He's not the same as Captain Spaulding. That's the only thing I'll say. And as for Captain Spaulding, yeah, as you guys know, he's up there in my top horror icons. And I'm sorry to say this, guys, but spoilers from right here. Captain Spaulding is only in the film for about 1 to 2 minutes. And that's only in about an interview scene. And that interview is fucking almost some of the best Captain Spaulding I think I've ever seen. You know, he just says the most random shit because he knows that he has one foot in the grave and just one dancing on the edge, you know, and he just says whatever the fuck he wants. He's like, I'm your Bubba Jesus, hold out to dry for the sins of mankind. And it's just like, it's so badass, guys. I love Captain Spaulding. And there is a scene where Otis and Baby Firefly are both talking about Captain Spaulding, and it's a really cool scene, especially when Sid Haig passed away. That scene just means so much to me now because it really is a pretty good fucking scene, and I very do much love it. Practical effects. Movie has a good practical effects. Most of it is CGI. Actually, some of the CGI is a lot better in this film than it is in The Devil's Rejects. I can tell you that. Some of the CGI I kind of noticed, but some of it, you know, like I just had to stare at it for a second, like, is that CGI? And I've been like, yeah, it's CGI, but it didn't bother me, so it shouldn't bother you. Sherry Moon Zombie actually had to do full on bow and arrow training, and one of the bow and arrow shots that she uses is entirely CGI, like none of it was real, and it's perfectly made. So it's really good fucking shit. I love the final scene with Bill Moseley where he's like fucking machete fighting that fucking guy. I believe he's like a WWE wrestler, but you don't really get to see his face. It's fucking awesome. And when they finally get to burn that the devil, the Death Satans, I believe they're called, like they're like their leader, and they burn him. They're just like, adios, motherfucker. Just like, I fucking love that shit. It's fucking awesome. Ultimately, guys, I fucking love this film. I could talk about this film for hours. I'll bring up one more thing, and that is the fucking soundtrack. They have a reference to House of a Thousand Corpses just in the soundtrack alone. And when you guys see the moment where they reference House of a Thousand Corpses, you're going to love it, and you're going to be grinning like a fucking idiot like I did. I was just like, fuck yeah, they got the same fucking singer, fuck yeah. It's fucking awesome. Oh my god, fuck yeah. Guys, I forgot to mention, but Sherry Moon Zombie in this film reminds me of my baby sister. There's a scene in the film where after they do that amazing House of a Thousand Corpses thing, she says like, "Hi, Granny," and I'm just like, "Fuck yeah, that's what my baby sister would do." And then she walks in, she's like singing like, "Doom doom doom, I put in that back, da da da," and baby says to Otis, just like, "Hey, somebody saw me some granny saw me got that bitch, so we better leave like very fast." And Bear's always like, "Oh fuck, come on." And she's just singing along, and like the way she talks, it's very childish, and it reminds me a whole lot of my baby sister. So it's very fucking cool, guys. And yeah, this film, Rob Zombie's Three from Hell, is a 4 out of 4. Get 2 VCRs and double tape it. And I'll talk to you guys next time.